Welcome back to the Sean Downs Method, where we are exploring practical tools for lasting personal growth. Have you ever had a reaction that felt disproportionate to the situation in front of you? Maybe someone made a comment that stayed with you all day. Maybe an email landed in your inbox and your stomach tightened. Or perhaps a partner, friend, or coworker said something small, and before you knew it, you were defensive, angry, or ashamed. Most people assume the trigger caused the reaction. But what if the trigger simply revealed something that was already there? A trigger isn't necessarily the problem. A trigger is information. A trigger activates a learned emotional or nervous system pattern. The event may be minor, but the response feels intense because the nervous system connects the present with past experiences, expectations, conditioning, and unresolved emotional material. Two people can experience the same event, yet react completely differently because their interpretations are different. The nervous system responds to perception, not necessarily reality. Perception becomes our experienced reality. Instead of focusing only on what happened, personal growth begins by becoming curious about what is activated within you. And before that activation becomes a thought, it usually shows up in the body. Your heart rate changes, your breathing shifts, your muscles tighten, your stomach contracts. Before you've consciously made sense of what's happening, your body is already responding. If you're only paying attention to your thoughts, you're arriving late to the show. The nervous system has already begun responding. Many people believe they're reacting to reality when they're actually reacting to a nervous system state. One of my favorite quotes on this topic is attributed to Viktor Frankl. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space lies our power to choose our response, and in that response lies our growth and our freedom. Without awareness, old patterns quickly take over. Awareness expands that space. Instead of trigger reaction, the process becomes trigger, sensation, awareness, and choice. Right now, where is your attention? Is it in your thoughts, or in your body, or somewhere completely different? You notice your body tighten, and the impulse is to defend, withdraw, explain, attack, or avoid. Rather than becoming the reaction, you begin observing it. Those few seconds can change a conversation, preserve a relationship, or interpret a pattern that has followed you for years. This is the bridge between reaction and response. You've become response-able. The capacity to choose your response instead of being driven by your reaction. That's emotional intelligence, remaining aware without being identified with your experience. When the nervous system becomes activated, it isn't distinguishing between emotions. It's detecting potential threat and mobilizing energy for protection. At this level, the nervous system isn't analyzing or reasoning. It's simply asking one question: am I safe? Not, which emotion is this? The goal isn't to eliminate triggers. The goal is to become more aware of them. Every trigger reveals something: a pattern, a belief, an expectation, a wound, or a protective strategy operating beneath awareness. What it reveals isn't who you are. It's what your nervous system has learned. The body isn't working against you. It's working for you. It's simply communicating in the only language it knows. The next time you find yourself emotionally triggered, don't begin by asking, "Why did this happen to me?" Instead, ask, "What is this revealing about me?" A trigger points toward a pattern that's ready to be understood. When you meet that information with curiosity rather than judgment, every trigger becomes an opportunity, not simply to feel differently, but to know yourself more deeply. And that's where lasting change begins. If this video was helpful, I'd encourage you to watch the previous episodes on emotional intelligence, awareness, and somatic awareness. They provide the foundation for everything we discussed today. If you found this video valuable, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.